Welcome to part two, the continuation of Ben and Jerry ice cream manufacturers. Hard work. Next, Cohen and Greenfield had to raise money. They needed to buy equipment to run their business. Cohen and Greenfield borrowed $4,000 from the bank. Cohen's father also lent them some money. Ben and Jerry's Homemade Inc. was incorporated on December 17th, 1977. And here's the original scoop shop that was open from 1978 to 1982. Soon after, Cohen and Greenfield found a place to start their ice cream shop. It was an old gas station, but they thought it was a good location. Even though the location was great, the building was in terrible shape. The roof leaked and the ceiling was falling down. It was the middle of winter, so the floor was covered with ice. Cohen and Greenfield worked hard to fix the building. They asked their friend Darrell Mullis to help them. Mullis agreed to do the work. His payment was free ice cream for life. The two friends also worked hard to create great ice cream. Cohen had a very bad sense of taste. He could only taste foods with strong flavors, so Greenfield created recipes with more flavor than any other ice cream available. Cohen also liked big chunks of chocolate nuts and fruit in his ice cream. Greenfield added those ingredients to their recipes. Cohen and Greenfield's ice cream was delicious. They used the best ingredients they could find, but premium ingredients were expensive, so the friends barely had enough money left to feed themselves. Their diet consisted of ice cream, saltine crackers, and canned fish like tuna. Scooping success. The first Ben and Jerry's Homemade Scoop Shop opened for business on May 5th, 1978. For the first day, they advertised buy one, get one free. Small cones sold for 55 cents. The store was crowded with people. They loved the rich tasting ice cream that came in unusual flavors. So many people came to buy ice cream that Cohen and Greenfield ran out after just a few days. To keep up with demand, they had to buy a new ice cream hardener. This allowed them to freeze larger quantities of ice cream faster. At first, Cohen and Greenfield each worked about 100 hours a week. Still, they wanted their company to be fun, so they organized exciting events in the community. One popular event was called Fall Down. There, Cohen and Greenfield held contests for ice cream eating, stilt walking, frog jumping, and more. The two friends wanted their customers to enjoy coming to their scoop shop too, so they showed them free movies on the wall of the building next door. On May 5th, 1979, customers helped them celebrate their first year in business. That day, Cohen and Greenfield handed out free ice cream cones. Many Ben and Jerry's scoop shops still celebrate Free Cone Day in honor of the company's anniversary. Pint-sized plan. In just a few months, Cohen and Greenfield had created a very popular product. Soon restaurants asked if they could stock Ben and Jerry's ice cream. In January 1979, Cohen and Greenfield began delivering large cartons of ice cream to restaurants. Cohen drove the cartons around Vermont and New York in a car, but he couldn't keep this up for long. The partners soon took out another loan for their company. This time they were able to borrow $30,000, and with it they opened a factory. There they could make enough ice cream to meet the demand. They also brought a delivery truck. Ben and Jerry's began offering factory tours in Waterbury, Vermont in 1986. Today these tours remain a popular attraction. Next, Cohen and Greenfield decided to offer their ice cream to grocery stores. In 1980, they began selling 8 flavors in pint-sized cartons. To keep up with the demand, they opened another factory in 1981. Soon, people all over the country wanted Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Other people even started their own Ben and Jerry's scoop shops. They paid Cohen and Greenfield to use the company's name and ice cream. In June 1981, the first Ben and Jerry's franchise opened in Shelburne, Vermont. Selling pints turned out to be the secret to Cohen and Greenfield's success. Giving back. Cohen and Greenfield liked running their business in a way that treated their employees well. They believed in the highest paid employee should not earn more than 5 times what the lowest paid employee earned, so all employees were fairly compensated. That means given salaries. Employees held numerous benefits too. They included daycare at work and good health plans. Employees also shared 5% of the company's profits, and they received free pints of ice cream every day they worked. Cohen and Greenfield also wanted to give back to the community, so they thought of ways to give back through normal business activities. One idea was to help open special scoop shops that gave jobs to people in troubled neighborhoods. Then in 1985, Cohen and Greenfield started the Ben & Jerry's Foundation. This organization supports community groups throughout the United States. Each year, Ben & Jerry's funds the foundation with 7.5% of the company's profits. This is a large amount. Most companies only give away about 1.5% of their profits. In 1988, Cohen and Greenfield committed their business beliefs to a mission statement. It states that Ben & Jerry's will make the best ice cream possible. It also promises the company will continue helping the community. Cohen and Greenfield were interested in ideas other than their own. They encouraged employees to share their thoughts about the company. Cohen and Greenfield continued using their ice cream to support issues they believed in. In 1988, Cohen founded a group called 1% for Peace. This group's goal is to redirect 1% of the U.S. defense budget to peace-promoting projects. That same year, Ben & Jerry's sold ice cream bars called Peace Pops. The packaging had a message about supporting 1% for peace. Cohen and Greenfield also made efforts to save the environment. They gave money to support environmental groups. Then, in 1989, Cohen created a new ice cream flavor called Rainforest Crunch. It contained the nuts that were grown on trees in the Amazon rainforest. Buying these nuts helped prevent the trees from being cut down, and some of the profits went to help the native nut growers. In 1991, Cohen and Greenfield held their first annual One World, One Heart Festival. This event did more than support a cause. It encouraged others to get involved in political issues. People could get free ice cream at the event by writing postcards to their legislators or lawmakers. Cohen and Greenfield believed in addressing social needs while still making money. This made their company much different from most successful businesses. Later life. Cohen and Greenfield are proud they use their business's success to help others live better lives. Cohen and Greenfield enjoyed many years of success at their company. In 2000, a large food company called Unilever wanted to buy Ben & Jerry's. Cohen and Greenfield agreed to sell their business. After the sale, Cohen and Greenfield continued to give their time and money to their communities. Greenfield remained with the company to manage the Ben & Jerry's Foundation. Cohen moved on to other projects. He started a group called True Majority. True Majority works to pass laws that help children and the environment. It also encourages citizens to speak up about political issues. In their free time, Cohen and Greenfield like to spend time with their families. Greenfield and Elizabeth had reunited and were married in 1987. In 1988, they had a son named Tyrone. Cohen was married for a time. He and his wife Cindy had a daughter named Aretha in 1990. Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield did not follow the usual rules to start their business. Instead, they did things their own way. Today, their ice cream makes many people happy, but Ben & Jerry's Homemade is about more than a good ice cream. It proved that a business can address social needs and be successful at the same time. And here we have timeline of their lives. Some flavors which you might know, which include New York Super Fudge Chunk, Cherry Garcia, Chunky Monkey, Chocolate Fudge Brownie, my favorite, Chocolate Chip Cookie Dough, Chubby Hubby, Fish Food, Neapolitan Dynamite, and American Dream. That is the end of the story of Ben and Jerry. They shared a love of ice cream. They figured out a way to make a business that could also give back to their communities and the world. A great story. Thanks for listening.